Good Thursday morning to you. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchers, and this is your outlook for January 29th, 2015. And we apologize for the difficulties we've had over the past couple days here. We finally are back in line, and I know we got an outpouring of questions in support of where's the video? Where's the video? So apparently a lot of you guys are following the video, which is very good. So we'll try to get as descriptive as possible as we can for the for those that are watching it every day to go a little bit beyond the forecast and kind of go into the hows and whys of what's going on here. We're going to have a clipper system today that's going to be basically over the eastern Great Lakes here. This is going to eventually, over the next 24 to 36 hours, position itself eventually due east over to the Gulf of Maine. Before it does so, since it's passing to our north, the bulk of the precipitation will be further to the north, but it will be bringing some snow to our area. Increasing clouds today. This is actually looking at right around noon on Thursday, so most of the snow is still out here in western PA at this point, but it will be moving east and moving east very quickly. So by the time we get to this evening here, we have snow, light snow, and snow showers already starting to break out across our western zones here. Still across Jersey, it still should be dry at this point until you get into the evening. It won't be late afternoon like these areas here for the west. So once you hit the evening hours, 5, 6, 7, 8 o'clock, you should be snowing here, at least in the western New Jersey by that point. So we go to the next frame here, and you can see that there's going to be some bands here as this air low pressure gets itself going and heads over here to the Gulf of Maine. There's going to be some bands come through here. They're going to be pretty potent. There's going to be one here, and there's going to be another one coming behind it. So it's probably going to come in two waves. It's not going to be one of those deals where it's going to be snowing constantly throughout the night, but it is going to be snowing probably, when it first comes in, it's going to come in like a wall. You'll have your initial maybe half inch to an inch or maybe 2 inches in some places with that official burst, and then you're going to have another one coming here behind it that's going to be in the overnight hours. So we'll get into the NAM. Actually, let me take us over to the NAM now. So NAM high-res future simulated radar here is showing looks like mid-afternoon here. We're at about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see all this precipitation gathering here in central PA. It's actually a pretty potent band moving east here. Now, for whatever reason, and I really can nobody's ever given me a straight answer about this, other than this particular model is showing this as green. Well, the green on the scale is rain. The blues on the scale, obviously, is snow. But if you look at it, I mean, our 32-degree line at this point is sitting way, way down here. So I can tell you, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that any of this stuff showing green here is not rain. Not rain. This is snow. So this is probably throwing off some of the snow maps you guys are seeing out there. I know a lot of you guys like to look at these snow maps for different models and things like that. They're probably throwing it off. The NAM came in, and the NAM regular came in very unimpressed, except for areas up further north. Now we're not expecting too much on the south anyway. But the point is, if the radar's going to look like this at 5 o'clock in the afternoon on Thursday, this is not going to be rain. That's the point. So we go a little bit further here, moves through eastern sections, extreme eastern Pennsylvania here, heads into New Jersey, and then that heads off the coast. But then you have the sporadic stuff that's going to follow behind it. Again, I don't know what's up with the green here. Definitely not green when the temperatures are all the way down to Baltimore, or 32. So it's pretty far south here. So some residual snow showers coming through overnight here, and then that should be out of here. Here's early in the morning here. You might have some leftover stuff across Jersey here at 6 a.m., 7 a.m., and 8, and then that's out of here. Okay, so that's it for your clipper. Not a big deal. Overall, not a big deal. Here's what we're looking at for projections. This is off the Canadian RGEM. It looks like the further south and east here, you're like, say, below from Harrisburg to just below Allentown to New York City. That's your quoting to an inch line. Then we have another area right in here in the middle here that's a 1 to 2 inch range that would include Harrisburg to Allentown up to northern New Jersey, and then north of there, and actually this is the 1 to 2 area too. North there across northeast PA here, we have an area here of 2 to 3. You can see where the RGM is showing that right here from northwest New Jersey up through northeastern PA. We have a 2 to 3 inch range. I do think that can happen, and then of course back here towards central PA they'll get more as well. So this is just from the clipper. Let's go a little bit further now because there's going to be another storm coming here, And this is one for the weekend. The models will be going back and forth with this. Everybody's like, well, what's going on with Sunday into Monday? Is it going to be a big storm? Is it going to be snow changing to rain? Is it going to be some ice involved? Is it going to be a miss entirely? We've had the model show all 4 of these facets over the last couple days here. And now the GFS, which has been all over the place today, has been going back to the snow idea. And this is actually a pretty decent hit. Here is, the time we're talking about here is Super Bowl Sunday, late in the day. Sunday would be an increasing clouds type of day, and then you'd have snow move in again late in the day or in the evening. And here's what the GFS does just that. Brings it in late and during the evening hours here, starts snowing, brings it, moderate snowfall, nothing too crazy here. We're only talking about a 3 to 6, maybe 4 to 8 down here snowfall. Okay. And then that moves out of here. It's very progressive. It's not going to be one of those systems that's just going to blow up and give you tons of snow. It's very fast, very progressive. But if it did take this track, which is one we were favoring anyway, you would have the majority of the coverage area, if not all of the coverage area, getting some pretty decent snow. 3 to 6 of snowfall. I mean, it's not nothing. We're not talking about a foot of snow or anything like that, but this is a pretty decent snowfall, and the GFS is showing that. So, and then behind it, we get cold and just bitterly cold behind this. So we're looking at a couple nice days after we have this clipper go through. We're going to have a very cold day on Friday with the wind chills that will be very low in the single digits with the winds blowing, very gusty winds and cold temperatures. Same thing for Saturday, not quite as windy. But air temperatures will be struggling out in the mid-20s in many locations. And then we have this system with increasing clouds on Sunday and possibly a snowstorm of some capacity here. But I really just don't like it. There's nothing to block this, so there's nothing to slow it down. I really don't see this being any big, no overly big deal to the point where we are, paralyzed or anything like that. This is nothing that's going to come up the coast here, turn the corner, slow down, anything like that. This is a very progressive pattern. And it should just go pretty quickly from west to east, which will limit snow accumulations to the upside to around 6 or 8 inches will be the tops that anybody would get if this were to happen. Another chance of, like the European model did today, took this way down to the south and out to sea, so we got absolutely nothing in our coverage area. Canadian actually took it in a path kind of like this, and by taking it inland like that, you had a good thump of snow to start, but that went over to rain then eventually as it warmed up. So a lot of solutions on the table. We don't want to latch on an ID here. This is just the GFS that just came in, the overnight GFS that just came in that when we did this video here, just showing you what the opportunity is here for the possibility of snow. So that's why we're keeping an eye on it for Sunday night and Monday. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martich, and that is your outlook for January 29th, 2015. Have a great Thursday.